Life is full of surprises. Many of them are hard to believe if they were not caught on camera. Let's take a look at these clips and have some laughs. But before that, please subscribe to this channel and stay updated by tapping the notification bell. Now let's start with the most flexible woman you've ever seen. She could easily rotate her arms like she's made without any bones. Don't blink your eyes and see how this kid in a red jacket seemed to destroy a bridge with his powers. Could superheroes be real? This bird saw the need to be protected at all times and at any cost as it nestled home in a buffalo's horn. Pretty convenient, right? The Japanese are the most disciplined and organized people in the world. Even their walking competitions left everyone speechless and amazed. No one could have thought that walking required this intense accuracy and training. You would think that this following clip is a movie's special effects, but this is as real as you and me. It is called ball lightning, and no one knew precisely how and why this happened. There's still a lot in this world that remains a mystery, perhaps for our own sake. Another unbelievably rare scene in nature is when a 5-ton orca appears impressively during a dolphin hunt. It displayed its jumping skills like it was in a show. Could this be its way of saying, "Don't mess with me"? Speaking of jumps, Kelly McGarry made a death-defying backflip in a 72-foot canyon at a Red Bull Rampage. This unbelievable stunt helped him earn a silver medal. Some construction workers were asked to clean their employer's car, and they did so without delay. However, instead of being careful, they poured tons of water using a giant backhoe, resulting in a damaged car. It looks like they needed to find another job. Getting ready for a race, this jockey was hit in the face by a competing horse. Unable to recover quickly, the race started without the jockey on the back of the horse. However, the audience cheered because even without a jockey, the horse made it to the finish line first. There are certain stunts in figure skating that are banned because they are too dangerous, and one of these is doing a backflip. But Surya Banali frightened the judges during the 1998 Nagano Olympics when she gave them a performance that will go down in history. She wasn't after the medals, but she wanted to be remembered as a talented figure skater who did a backflip gracefully and proudly. Now, when it comes to flying, a skilled pilot knows that his job is to keep everyone safe. However, this one particular pilot seemed unaware that it also included people outside the plane. He almost gave his colleague a heart attack as he nearly hit him while taking this video. Was he not happy that he was being recorded? We all know that water dams must be strong and reliable in holding massive amounts of water, but according to science, it is always best to release some of its pressure from time to time, or else it would end in a catastrophe like this one. Take a look at this other clip. This is what water looks like when you finally open a water dam after long years. Have you seen anything more spectacular than fireworks? It is when lightning strikes a firework. You would think this could result in disaster, but it was magnificent. Now I'm giving you a few minutes head start to look at this anteater closely. At first glance, you only see a two-headed anteater minding its own business, but as you stare at it, you will finally notice that it is not what it seems. Did you finally see its real head? This restaurant has impeccable standards when it comes to customer service. If you wanted your beer bottles to be opened, all you have to do is call the restaurant server, and he would do all the work for you with a twist. This guy deserves a big tip, don't you think? You would think that this golden pheasant has tons of cigarette butts stuffed on its face, but it's just part of its ugly face phase because, as you can see, it turns into a fine and good-looking bird as it grows up. This is the kind of glow-up we all want. This one is not only funny, but probably awkward for Billy Eichner. In his show Billy on the Street, he interviews strangers and asks them random questions. In this particular episode, Emma Stone was with him, and they asked a guy what his favorite Emma Stone movie was. Maybe caught unprepared or confused, he answered no one expected. This is probably the most unforgettable experience in his entire life, and it is caught on camera. There are tons of crazy things people do at a train station, but this one is something no one is prepared for. When security personnel found that one of its glass doors was broken, they aimed to find the culprit. Luckily, the culprit was not trying to hide her, and it was all caught on CCTV. One question remained unanswered. Why? One of the most mysterious ancient civilizations is the Mayans. They left behind tons of hard-to-explain phenomena. Until now, no one could solve why the Chichen Itza stairs give out this weird echo when you clap. Is there a reason behind this, or is this just a glitch? Let's dive into the deepest part of the ocean and finally see how a sea cucumber wakes up and eats. It doesn't look appealing at all. These tiny sea creatures look safe and friendly, but when it's hungry, the tentacles around their mouth can quickly grab any algae surrounding them. Quite fascinating and terrifying, right? Now, we only see nuclear blasts in movies, and it is kind of scary already. How much more if this happens in real life? The answer is this. This is how riveting it is when a nuclear weapon is detonated 150 feet under the sea, which yields 8 kilotons. This is Operation Hardtack, conducted by the United States in 1958. They did 35 nuclear tests in total, and everyone who witnessed it could not explain how they felt if this was used against someone. But the scariest part is realizing that the nuclear weapons now are 10 times more powerful. At a football game in South America, an uninvited guest came to join and crashed into what was supposed to be a fun match. It looks like devil dust also wanted to have fun. They are little whirlwinds that move in an upward direction. They are pretty harmless, but there are rare occasions that pose threats. Now, this hilarious clip. While riding his bike, the kid could not take his eyes off what was advertised on a parked van. The van's explicit ad caused the kid to crash his bike into a wall. Now, this is an effective advertisement. This next video requires no words to convince you that this is incredible. Just watch closely and be impressed. Professional motorcyclists are not scared of anything. Just look at Gary Rothwell, who dragged himself behind his motorcycle wearing titanium sole boots. His audience was at first terrified of what he was about to do. But watching him so calm and confident, one could hear not only sighs of relief that he was okay, but cheers and applause. This stunt made it to the Guinness Book of World Records. It would take a while for someone to beat his record. The Eiffel Tower is a beauty to behold, but it became even more mesmerizing when a lightning bolt struck its peak and was all caught on camera. Looks like someone up there is trying to impress mere mortals. Imagine having a friend who would do this stunt out of nowhere. Would you laugh or get annoyed? I know everyone loves the movie Interstellar, and these two guys are doing an impressive remake of one of the scenes. Before you complain about your job, look at a typical day when you are assigned to Antarctica. Are you up for it? Here's an intelligent design for stairs. This is the perfect solution for tiny homes or for accessing your attic. Eagles are impressive creatures, and this one in particular must be fixed. It is trained to destroy any unauthorized drones in prohibited areas. This is one bird that you don't want to mess around. This following clip is something that, even until now, has no logical explanation. It could be ants, beavers, or wild animals unknown to man. If you see this happening, would you be brave enough to go near? The carnival is the place to be if you want to watch incredible shows like this one. In less than a second, this group of performers could change their clothes. Could this be a magic trick, or someone behind those boxes is pulling off their clothes? Take a closer look. Have you ever seen a plane that could do this? Is the pilot doing a stunt, or is he holding on for his dear life? What would you do if a killer whale chose you to be its playmate? Would you dare? Now, as a driver, you wouldn't want to get caught violating traffic laws, but this one, in particular, must have a guardian angel disguised as a bird. This bird has saved him from a $300 fine because, at a perfect moment caught on camera, the bird has covered his face and license plate number. He must have done incredibly well to be rewarded with this kind of luck. I hope you have a great time watching this compilation of unbelievable clips. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell button for more videos like this.